with some more Tyrion Cuthbert. Let me just send the ping on Discord. There we go. Yeah. We have a really jank setup, so things could go wrong.
Yep.
But let's just hope it doesn't.
You would think finding a workaround for like not being able to screen share on Discord would be a lot easier than it is.
Yeah. I'll save you all the technical details. I don't even remember actually where in the start this is. I thought we were about to go on trial.
I think this is no. I think we just got done with the first part of the trial, and now we're in investigation again.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, and also the curse strikes again because I think I won't be able to do Saturday because our landlord is coming over for inspection that afternoon.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Whatever happens, happens. It's fine.
Leif, are you there?
William found Leif sitting in Beatrice's dusty old room. She was staring at nothing. Her mind was elsewhere. She barely acknowledged Miriam as she entered the room.
How are you? I'm okay. The trial has really been something, hasn't it? Maybe we could take a break from all of this. We could have that tea you wanted.
The one hidden little positive is that the streaming delay seems to have been better now.
Oh.
For some reason.
I don't think that would be a good idea right now.
Her voice was empty. She was practically muttering her words.
Right, of course. Miriam, why do you hate me? What? I don't! You never want to visit, and you always avoid talking to me when you do. This is the first time I've seen you in years, and you want nothing to do with me. I know I'm annoying, and I know I'm not as smart as you, but that's not... I don't hate you, Leif. Nobody likes me. What? Anyone who spends time with me is just trying to get something from our family or just trying to get with me. Then I see you tripping over yourself trying to please father and everyone else. You're so desperate, it infuriates me. I thought I was better than you. I thought I was stronger than you. I had risen above what had happened while you were still living in the past. But then Beatrice suddenly came back and... Miriam, I like you.
That just made Miriam burst out laughing.
Really? You like me? Is it my welcoming personality or my amazing people skills? No, I really do like you. I've always admired you. You're intelligent and confident. You're even working with the Crown Prince. I wish I could be more like you.
I quite like this sprite actually.
Yeah, no, it's quite cute. I definitely didn't have a perfect average at the academy. I hate that average. It just means I'm never allowed to make a mistake. You're the only person who could understand what living under father was like. What about Beatrice? I was talking to her earlier. She admitted to me that she really did kill father. What? Why would she? Why would she tell you that? I don't know, but she even told me she was behind the attack on Lady Steelwind. I've been thinking of telling Tyrion Cuthbert about this, but I don't know what to do. Knowing him, he probably already knows. It's not as if we have any proof anyway, and if we testify, people will just think we're trying to steal her share of the inheritance. I don't know what to do anymore. You can start by telling me more about it. What exactly Beatrice said to you?
Mr. Mora led me out of the courthouse and into the city. Every
Well, at least
time,
the siblings are getting along.
yeah. Every time I asked her where she was taking me, she avoided answering. Right, we're here. We arrived at an empty alley in the frankly seedier part of the city. As Miss Timora approached one of the derelict buildings, she was met with a large burly man who was guarding the back door. The man silently acknowledges her and steps aside to let her in. Miss Timora, where are we going? I'm sorry about this. I'm sure you're confused. But you need to trust me. I'll explain everything. Before I had the chance to ask for more, she moved into the building. The man guarding the door looked at me expectantly. The entire situation didn't sit right with me, but I still followed after her. Despite our recent disagreements, I know that I could still trust her.
I
As we
don't know
went,
about all that.
as we went further into the building, I found myself in a surprisingly well-furnished room. From how it looked outside, I would have never guessed that it would look like this. It almost looked like a room that I'd encountered in the Frigga Manor. As I entered, I spotted several armed men standing at various points in the room. And most surprisingly, I saw Ares standing near the window.
Perfectly non-suspicious heiress.
Absolutely. And also a sign to keep the laser focus on the words that appear on screen before they disappear. No.
Yup.
I shot
Gotta love
her.
the fucking.
Yeah. I shot her a confused look, but she simply smiled and waved at me. Oh, here we go. Sitting.
I still can't believe how much like how cool his first sprite was, and then all the fucking aura
Yeah.
lost completely with this one. Like,
Yeah. Here it's almost. The hat is almost a milady hat. You know? Um, Sitting at the desk next to her was a man with an eye patch. He looked friendly and welcoming, did he? But my eye of horrors couldn't read anything from him.
he
It
mostly looks
was.
sickly. He's
Yeah.
so pale.
Yeah, in some other games you might suspect that he's a vampire.
Yep.
It was like trying to read thoughts from a stone. He felt reminiscent of those charlatans trying to sell me suspicious miracle potions on the street. I do not remember who had this voice.
I think you did, because I don't
Okay.
remember voicing this guy.
Okay, fair enough. Timora. I think it
That
was
does
a
mean
bit.
you voice
Hmm?
every
Oh.
character in the room right now, but I
Yeah,
did just have like both of the
yeah.
sisters in the last scene, so it
Absolutely.
balances.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I seem to remember that as well, and I probably gave him some, like, piratey, no, not piratey, but Caribbean voice kind of thing. Not, what was what do you call, like, someone like Han Solo? Uh,
I have no idea.
a bounty hunter kind of thing.
Ah.
Timora. Upon seeing the two of us, he cordially welcomed my mentor before turning his attention to me. And you must be Tyrion. Timora has told me a lot about you. Who are you? Mm, I've been called many names over the years, but my favorite has always been the Eye Taker.
Okay, this sprite's a little better.
A little.
He still doesn't
Oh.
look cool and mysterious, but
Occupation boss. Okay.
real.
And some sort of revolution. Yeah. Okay. The Eye Taker. From the sounds of it, you've already heard of me. Miss Timora, what is this? Oh. My daughter Ares has told me all about your work prosecuting this case. Ares was his daughter? But I have to say, I'm quite impressed. Getting a monkey to testify? I don't think I could even pull off a grift like that. You've pretty much blown past my expectations. Why, I get to the points.
See, this sprite is cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. As soon as I interrupted him, I felt every room in the person, every person
No
in the
way.
room tense up. Relax, everyone. Kids will be kids. I'm a father myself, you know.
Establish this.
Yeah. I'll get straight to the point. I have a certain interest in the outcome of this trial. What are you talking about? Little Lady Frege has been a client of ours for a long time. I've done quite a lot of favors for her. It's been quite an investment, you see. Those debts, those debts that Stewart mentioned, they all belong to me. But there's no need to worry. I know she's good for it. That is, if she can inherit House Frege. What? Timur is a good attorney even without my help. If she were convicted, we could have easily reduced her sentence by rubbing the right hands. But, you see, there's that pesky Slayer rule. The thing is, Cuthbert, I need Beatrice Frege to be acquitted in the current trial. I narrowed my eyes at him, then to Miss Timara. So that's what this is about? House Frege's gold? That's why you helped her murder William Frege? Please, my goals aren't nearly so short-sighted. I have big plans, not just for Beatrice, but for this entire kingdom. And I need House Frege for that. Just like you needed Justin Way? Tyrion. Ah, Justin. It's really a shame what happened to him. Don't act so innocent. He would have never gotten so involved with Von Sanctus if it weren't for his debts to you. Is that so? You think I just randomly showed up on his doorstep one day demanding gold? He was the one who came to my people for help. This pride is weird.
Yeah.
Something about the pose of his eyes. Okay.
This guy kind of looks like a different character between every sprite.
A little, yeah. I just told him to pay back what he owed. If he hadn't come to me, it would have been some other criminal locked up with him. But that's beside the point. Enough about what I wanted from Justin. Let's talk about what I want from you. You want me to throw the case? I love this kid. I don't have to beat around the bush with this one. No one will doubt you, especially considering the amount of work you put into this already. You don't need to do anything. Just stumble a little near the end, take a dive, and let someone else take the fall? No matter what happens, the courts will blame someone for this. If it makes you feel better, I can assign tomorrow to defend the old man and his monkey. That way, everyone can come out of this unharmed. Everyone wins.
See, I don't see the problem with this.
Except for the fact that a murderer will be put in charge of House Frege.
Okay, but have you considered that Beatrice is like really cool?
There was always a murderer in charge of House Frege. You've been hearing about it in the news, haven't you? About all those insurrectionists in the countryside? What does that have to do with House Frege? Didn't you ever stop to think how little sense it made? Why would Lucius Stewart keep massacring all those people? What did he gain from that? It doesn't matter how bloodthirsty he is. He wouldn't last very long in this kingdom if he had that little self-control. His reputation's in the hole now. It's even mucking up his daughter's arranged marriage to the future king. Who do you think gained the most from that? Scaled Lord. The man with the money decides the rules. House Frege secretly owns every printing press in Wyvengard. For a few false reports here, wait for a few assassinations there, you get the gist. For a man with William's resources, public opinion can be whatever he wants it to be. We should all thank little Miss Frege for digging all this up. I looked at Miss Timora. Had she been hiding this from me the whole time? Was Lucius Stewart even as bloodthirsty as I always thought he was? I never actually saw him do anything that criminal during my case in Oranax. If you all
Was
knew
Lucio
about
actually
this,
awesome?
maybe, possibly, yeah. Why didn't you release it to the public? Damn, are you really that naive? Public will do zilch. Everyone's out for themselves. People will get angry for a week or two, but no one really gives a damn. You saw it yourself. You caught Von Sanctus red-handed, and he didn't even get hit with community service. We are all just pawns in the nobility's game. But I've got a pawn myself, and she's going to be a beautiful queen by the end of this. Finally, the chess metaphors that we were waiting for.
Yup.
You finally have a level playing field with those bastards. Tyrion, please, just listen to him. How can you just go along with this?
I don't know, the Eye Taker's kind of making some points.
I told you a long time ago that there were certain parts of my job that I couldn't tell you about. Well, this is it. This is what we needed to do, what we need to do to beat them. Those rumors about you, they are all true, aren't they? Forgery, bribery, blackmail. You're guilty of each and every one of them. And you used him to do it. Also, you could keep winning. You blackmailed Miriam. You blackmailed Miriam, Mr. Moore. As if we should show any pity for that spoiled princess.
She's a teenage girl! Like, relax, man!
Yeah, calm down a little bit, you know? A dreadful thought came to mind. Stillwind. She was attacked the day that Beatrice was arrested. Was that? I didn't know that was I didn't know that's what they were planning. I have no doubt in tomorrow's skills, but I'm afraid there was too much riding on this to leave to chance. You've got to make your own luck if you want to beat the system. How could you? She almost died. We never expected her to strain her injuries like that. And we definitely didn't expect you to take her place. So believe me when I say that I'm being uncharacteristically reasonable right now. How could you even consider working with someone like him? Don't you think it's a little arrogant to judge her, Cuthbert? What? You talk about defending people as if you two are even close to being equals. But she doesn't have the luxury of looking into people's minds, now does she? You told him about the Eye of Horus? The future
I'm sure it was
of
a really
magic.
good idea. I'm
Go
sure it
ahead.
was a really good idea to tell someone called the Eye Taker about the Eye of Horus.
Yeah. The future of magic is changing, kid. Like I said before, I have big plans for this kingdom, and I also have big plans for you. Do you think I would ever? Tyrion, stop! I hate this as much as you do. But whether you like it or not, we need help from people like him, like them. It's the only way we can ensure we win. But this is... Think about every client you defended. Think of Celeste. If you didn't have the Eye of Horus, what would have happened to her? If even one thing had gone differently, Pierce would have gotten away, and Celeste would have been executed. You've taken chances and followed your instincts. That's worked for you so far. But one day, it's not going to be enough. Who's going to die because of that? With his help, you'll never have to worry about that again. Yeah, and now you just have to worry about who's going to die for his plans. Completely different
Yep.
story.
Yep. No, this time it's not your fault, okay?
So what's going to be, kid? You already know what happened to Steven's brats. So I don't need to tell you what will happen if you don't play ball. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is exactly the type of people you need to have on your team, you know?
Mhm.
But wait. No. What? Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't always win against the nobility unless I operate as they do. But this won't change anything. You'd just be trading one set of criminals for another. Tyrion, I'm not going to become everything I hate about this kingdom. Not even for you, Miss Mora. I'm sorry to hear you say that, kid. I really am. With one motion of his hand,
Yeah,
every mercenary in the room drew their weapons. Yeah,
yeah, like, there was... This did... You could have just said... You could have just lied, Tyrion?
yes,
I feel like that would have
exactly.
been the better move here.
You could have just lied and then when you were out of the room, like fled the city or something, you know?
Yep.
Oh, wait, stop. Whatever conviction I had before was slowly fading. I should have never entered this place. I knew something was off. There were about a dozen mercenaries here, and there were even more guarding the exit. Is now the time for this damn thing, the divine edict, to awaken and show whatever crazy power he has now?
Yeah, maybe.
I was nowhere near as physically strong as Celeste, but maybe I could make a break for it if I get lucky. Yeah, I was going to say, where is Celeste actually?
No. Yeah, no, I was expecting Celeste to just show up, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like, that's
so,
his bodyguard.
absolutely. Yeah. Celeste? What the? Did you get in here?
You honestly think I just let you take him to some suspicious shack?
It doesn't matter. As if one girl will make a difference.
I think you'll
He-
find she'll make a massive difference, actually.
Yeah, he's not well informed.
Yep.
Well, what are you all waiting for?
Yup, her reputation, bro.
Is,
The Crimson Demon.
is
I
that
think
really,
it's fucking stupid.
is that really her? Upon seeing Celeste, the mercenaries cautiously stepped back. No one wanted to make her first move. This monstrous aura. It has to be her. What the hell are you doing? You have us surrounded. Despite his command, no one took a step forward. Look, let's all just sit down and talk about this. Oh boy.
Oh boy, it's Air's time.
Perhaps a different approach is warranted here, Father. What? Could I have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Cuthbert? I believe I can make him see things our way. Eh, Oh, I think that
He
said
said, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
He
sweetie,
said,
but I can't.
yeah, I'm sorry, sweetie, but I can't just. And then I got cut off.
Yeah, nice. Well, you've never been wrong before. I'll even show you love. Shall we go, you two? Celeste silently watched Ares with her sword drawn, but unlike the mercenaries, Ares seemed unfazed. She simply walked past her and out the exit. Celeste and I exchanged glances and followed after her.
I don't think I could have fought that whole room while protecting you.
You two are really courageous to a fault, aren't you? Aris, I appreciate you stepping in, but I'm not changing my mind about this. Oh, I'm well aware of that. Why do you think I intervened? Oh, well, thank you.
Is this really okay? Won't your dad be mad?
I should be asking Tyrion that same question. You've seen your adoptive mother's true colors and rejected them. How are the two of you going to move forward? She's not my... Isn't she though? She lost any right to deny it the moment she took it upon herself to raise you. She only did that because I asked her to. It wasn't her choice. Oh, but it was.
She could have said no.
How old were you when your real mother was executed? 10 years old?
Yes.
Back then, You barely knew Timora. She was the adult in that situation, and what did she do? Instead of allowing you to process your grief and move on, she fed your anger and hatred for the nobility. Timora took you away from your only friends and isolated you from society. Ah, didn't
Okay, I don't know if I would.
Tyrion walk all that way?
Yeah, Tyrion was the one who walked all that way. I'm not sure I would put this on Timora.
Yeah, she even homeschooled you, didn't she? Th- that's, as episodes, you never formed any other relationships. You made your first close friend at the age of 20, and she was your client. Don't you think that's a bit sad?
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not why she. Wait, wait. What about that other girl? Was that. What?
Rika?
Yeah, wasn't that. Was that one of the
They were.
people who she walked away from?
Yeah, they were childhood friends, but they hadn't seen each other in 10 years after he left Ornath.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, sure. From what I've seen today, you clearly have no idea who Timara is. Even with the Eye of Horus, you're clearly a terrible judge of character. Eris leaned really close to me and whispered something into my ear. Do you really think Timora loves you? Do you think Celeste will ever love you?
Celeste has been
What?
pretty clear about it, actually.
I'm sure you understand now. Timora can only afford to pay her exorbitant salary because of my father. You've already burned that bridge. So where do you think the Crimson Demon will go when you can't afford her services anymore? No,
No way this is gonna work on Tyrion. This is so dumb.
she's not. With Flynn had that, she has to worry about her mother. Do you think she has the luxury of playing hero with you? Or do you actually think she enjoys spending time with you that much?
She's been pretty clear that she does.
Yeah. I. Tyrion, you have to look at this rationally. The affection she's given you has been to keep you as an employer. Y- You seem to know a lot about these things. Uh,
I had to do a lot of networking when I was a mercenary. Do you know how many times I had to charm a merchant into hiring me?
Why are you telling me this?
Why are you believing her?
Because I want to break. I'm just trying to keep you from getting hurt. Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
I'm choosing to chalk this up to Eris's weird magic bullshit is why he's believing her.
yeah,
Because otherwise he is just monumentally stupid for no reason.
absolutely. Yeah. It may seem cruel, but you have to be realistic about these things. You trusted Timora and she betrays you. You do well not to make the same mistake twice. Celeste didn't hear anything she said, but she could see how rattled I was.
Eris, that's enough.
Ah, my apologies. I've been told that I've been too blunt sometimes. I do hope you think about what I said. Anyways, the trial should be starting soon. We should make our way back to the courthouse. I'm genuinely curious to see how this trial ends.
Hey, Tyrion, are you okay? What did she say to you?
She took my hand, but I instinctively yanked it away. Ah, man. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, this is the kind of thing where I didn't care about the situation before, but now because it was taken away, I care about it. You know? A little
I
bit.
don't know. This is making me care about their romantic subplot less, actually. Like I
Fair
already
enough.
didn't like it, and now we're making this like really contrived situation to get in the way
Yeah,
of it,
I
and it's like,
understand.
Tyrion,
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm okay, really.
Okay. Is he mad that I followed him?
I could think about everything else later. I know what I needed to do
See,
at the moment. Hmm?
he can hear her thoughts! Why the fuck
Yeah!
is he believing Eris?
Yes! I need
I...
to convict
It
Beatrice Frege.
It literally has to be some magic bullshit Eris is doing,
It
otherwise Tyrion is the stupidest motherfucker on the planet.
it has to be magic bullshit, absolutely. Court is now resumed for the trial of Beatrice Frege. Is the defendant prepared to take the stand? Tomorrow, I ask you a question. Is the defendant prepped or not? She is. If the prosecution still wants to move forward with, the prosecution will be moving forward with this. Please bring in the witness. Do you still see it, Celeste?
Yeah, it's still there. Should I reveal it now?
No. Let's really make a point of it. Wait for my signal. Thank you for agreeing to take the stand, Miss Frege.
Mr. Cuthbert?
It's my understanding that you were with the two princes for most of the nights.
Yes, I was. Which is why I'm still quite confused as to why I'm being charged for this crime. Out of everyone here that night, I'd have thought my alibi was the most apparent.
That remains to be seen.
Clearly.
Anyways, since you still maintain your innocence, you have no problem going into detail about your supposed alibi.
As you know, I was with Crown Prince Asta and Prince Alaric for most of the ball. I went there after my meeting with my father, and I remained with them until I was arrested for his murder. Lord Steelwind and the Kingsguard kept watch over me for the entire night as well. I neither had the means nor the opportunity to steal the Sword of Spell Eating and break into my father's study to murder him.
Objection!
Oh. And that, Miss Frege, is where you are mistaken. You definitely had the means to commit both crimes while under the eye of everyone there that night. The most effective tool an attorney had was revealing a contradiction in a witness's testimony. It not only completely shattered their argument, it also made the court doubt whether the witness was acting in good faith. Now, Celeste,
Aburio!
it would be absolutely incredible if they had switched whatever was affected by the spell for this trial. And now they are making a fool of themselves.
Yep. Wait, what are you doing?
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh! Your Honor, the witness's testimony is clearly... Oh my god, what the hell is that thing?
Tyrion, get behind me!
A monster! It's a monster! Someone called the Inquisition, the Kingsguard, anyone! Your Honor, can you please restore order? Your Honor?
No.
Oh my god! Okay. Okay, I guess you got two animals, I get two animals.
Oh god. I'm not sure I would call this thing an animal.
Close enough. Let me think.
I don't even know how to begin to approach this one.
The old man fled out the back door the moment he saw me. He can talk? It's a demon, he must be. It's like the legends say. Can we all just calm down? It took a while before we could get everyone in the room to settle down. Eventually, it became clear that the demon wasn't intent on harming anyone, at least not yet. The guard ordered in extra guards just in case, and we were eventually able to bring everyone back to the courtroom. Mr. Cuthbert, what is the meaning of this? Sorry, I didn't know it was a. Actually, what are you? Uh, Are you a demon? Why, yes, I am a demon. Demons actually exist? I thought they were only a legend. Your Honor, not only do demons exist, the defendant has made one into her familiar. She's only blind in the legal sense. She's constantly looking through the eyes of her familiar to see. And? What do you mean, and? It's obvious that making a pact with a demon is incriminating by itself.
I
Tell me,
think
Your,
so.
tell me, Your Honor, do the laws of Wavengard prohibit a dog from playing basketball? Prohibit entering the court with a demon? They don't, but then my client has committed no crime.
Even so, I really would have preferred not revealing Maranath like that.
Marunath, is that your name? Her pout.
Mm-hmm.
It is what most people call me. Okay. Oh, nice little design. Okay, cool.
I like the wings.
Interesting little third horn.
Yep.
That should probably be used a little more and instead of being in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the defense has a point. Having a demon as a familiar isn't technically illegal. However, this does prove that the defendant had a way to commit the murder, all while under the eye of everyone in the ballroom. She could have sent Marunath upstairs to the gallery and then had him seal the sword of spell leading. After that, they would just need to traverse the vents into William's study, just like Eugene did that night. The fact that her familiar is a demon proves that she couldn't have done that. What do you mean? You saw how everyone reacted when they saw Marunath's form. A monkey may have raised some eyebrows, but someone surely would have reported Marunath if they saw him. Bro, did you just see Marunath before he was revealed? No? Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Maranath was fucking invisible!
Timora, your client is a master of illusion magic. Can I assume that we'll find invisibility in her spell compendium? You might. And with the connection granted by familial, isn't that familiar?
No, I think it's I think the spell's
Yeah,
familiar
familial.
bond, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Familial bond. She could have cast this spell on him regardless of where each of them was. But could my client have continued casting it unnoticed? Continue casting it? Concentration, no.
Clap both hands together. Yeah, she could've.
Yeah, I did not connect that. I really should
We
have.
saw her do that shit!
All the fucking time. I would like to remind the courts of the order of events that occurred that night. At an unknown time, someone stole the Sword of Spell Eating from the Herald Sun Gallery. Due to the timing of this, I'll admit that it would be logically consistent if my client were the thief. However, sometime later, my client met with the Crown Prince and was watched closely by the King's Guard. From witness accounts, including yours, we know that this happened at 12:45 a.m. And since this time, my client hadn't left the King's Guard site. It was around this time that William Frege retreated into his study and locked the door. He made a point of telling everyone that he didn't want to be disturbed. Then, at 1:03 a.m., Lord Haraldson finally discovered that the sword was stolen. He reported the theft to the Inquisition and they activated the lockdown system. Shortly after the report, Leif Frege tried to speak with her father about the theft. William Frege reiterated that he did not want to be disturbed. Leif saw his face and there weren't any traces of illusion or necromancy directly on his body. This means that William Frege was still alive at this time. Unbeknownst to everyone at the time, William Frege was attacked by the murderer at 3:12 a.m. This was confirmed not only by John Hugh's testimony, but also by the autopsy reports. Then, at 3:26 a.m., the King's Guard found the sword of spell eating in my client's old room. The King's Guards tried to arrest my client for this, but the Crown Prince told them to stand down. Finally, at 3:36 a.m., the lockdown was lifted. John Hughes reported what he heard, and that's when the Inquisition and the King's Guards discovered the body. And usually I was complaining about having to reiterate so much of this, but I know that some people in the gallery have not played this game for like a week, so this is actually kinda helpful.
Yep.
The theft must have happened before 1:23 a.m., when it was actually reported. In order to keep Marunev concealed at every step, my client would have needed to keep him invisible from 1:03 a.m. to 3:12 a.m. Not only that, she needed Marunev to wield the sword of spell eating to ignore the effects of the anti-magic fields. Duration 1 hour. And how many hours was that? Like, she only needed to do that like 2 to 3 times.
Yep.
Clapping. This means he would need to be invisible for more than an hour. Well, okay. What's your point? My point is that the invisibility has a duration of 1 hour. Would mean that my client could have cast invisibility before she met with the Crown Prince. But if she wanted to keep Marunev invisible, she would have needed to recast the spell at some point that night. And as you know, my client couldn't have done so that night without the King's Guard noticing it. God, I really...
We literally saw her do that shit!
Yeah, this is the time where if I was just playing by myself and I had picked up on that, I would just be clicking fast forward everything because they are reiterating so much.
Yep.
Your logic makes sense. But that can only mean that the defendant refreshed the invisibility right in front of everyone watching. In front of the entire King's Guard, the two princes and Lucius Stillwind? I might need to drink some water, just a second.
Yep.
As unlikely as it is, it's the only conclusion I can come to. I had a feeling you'd say that, which is why we have a witness who can confirm that Beatrice didn't perform any magic that night.
Okay, well, I have a witness who can confirm that she did, and it's me. I saw her do that shit.
Witness. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Prince Alaric to the stand.
The child?
I see.
The child is not gonna know what the fuck he's talking about.
Absolutely, yeah. Or she's going to be like, she was going to be clapping for, oh, how cute that is. Like, you know, just make that gesture hidden within something else.
Yep.
He would have certainly been close enough to notice the defendant casting magic. But wouldn't the Crown Prince testimony be more suitable? Are you trying to say that Prince Alaric is unqualified to give proper testimony, Your Honor?
Yes, he's like 10 years old. 7! Jesus!
Of course he was saying that. The kid is 7 years old. No, of course not. Is the prince ready to testify? Grow a spine for Lord's sake. Oh, Tyrion.
Literally.
Yeah, but it's a prince. Come on. I do like that, the clothing there. Thank you for coming in, Prince Alaric. Could you please... Ooh.
Okay. So I know the hair is like supposed to be covering one eye, I assume, but there's clearly not space for an like the eye would be visible with how the hair is styled, so I have to assume that he's actually just missing an eye.
Yeah, and the problem is that if you like give some room for the eyebrow to like the eyebrow on the left of us would have to be like so misaligned with the above with being above the eye in perspective, you know? For
Mhm.
for the
No,
yeah.
his eye would have to be way too far on the side of his head for us to not see it at this angle.
Yeah. Uh was that one mine too?
I think you had this
Okay.
one.
Hold your tongue hold your tongue, knave. You will speak when you are spoken to.
Ah, he sounds exactly like Miriam when we first met her.
Honestly, he behaves exactly how I would expect a prince of this kingdom to act. As I was the odd one out, I wondered what I wondered what made him so down to earth. Okay, let's put a quick little pause here to mention that this court has entirely moved on from the demon. It is just
Yep.
yeah. Let's just forget that new witness. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So there's a demon, big deal. Dude, let's get the 7-year-old on the stand.
Your Highness, Mr. Cuthbert believes that the defendant used her magic while she was with you and the Crown Prince. I already gave my statement to the instigators. This man dares to question my testimony? Yes, he said it, not me. If my testimony if my testimony is required to strike down these redundant accusations, I will bestow it upon you. Redundant? Don't you mean ridiculous? Mr. Cuthbert, do not dare to suppose what His Highness really meant. His boots must be shining from all that licking you're doing. Bro got no
Okay.
chill. Holy shit.
Got his ass, bro! Kill him!
What was that? Nothing.
You grow a spine, Tyrion. Kill his ass.
You think Lady Frigga cast magic right in front of me? Don't be a serf. She was under the careful watch of the King's Guard, my brother, and Lord Steelwind. We conversed for the whole night and I didn't see her cast any magic. She's been through so much over the last few years, all because of her horrid father. She'd never do something like this. You and Lady Steelwind are just jealous. He seemed really convinced that he didn't see anything. I doubted that he was intentionally lying. Okay, so one of the biggest plot holes in this game right now is that the Eye of Horus can't see jack shit from that kid. And he's not hiding anything. Eso. Celeste, usually when you cast detect magic, I can see magical energies overlaying your eyes.
Yeah, there's always a visible magical effect on the target when I cast a spell.
Oh, wait, on the target?
Yo.
So that would be on the demon, not on her.
Yep.
Hmm. But Marvanath was probably in another room. The King's Guard wouldn't see the initial magical effect of invisibility.
Even if there wasn't a visible effect in that room, she would have still needed to say the incantation and perform the gesture with her hands. We saw her perform the gesture, so it's really easy to believe that maybe she just muttered the incantation quietly.
Okay, the caster communicates telepathically and can see through the eyes. Doesn't mean that they can talk through the familiar. Okay. Otherwise, that she could just cast through the familiar. But okay. Right, like how you shout "Prepare your cannon" every time you scan a crime scene.
I don't shout it.
She must have performed the incantation and gesture at some point during the night.
Yes,
With,
you literally saw her do
yeah,
it.
with so many people watching her, did she do? Did she somehow do that without anyone noticing? I also do remember that every time before that clap, she like stayed quiet. Um, there was like a dot 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 and then the clap sprite. But yeah. Um, I guess press everything. Okay.
Yep.
You may think the idea is absurd, Your Highness, but the defendant is clearly an expert at deception. She could have easily concealed her actions at some point during the night. Brief moments to say the incantation and perform the gesture would have been all she needed. But I wasn't the only one watching her. But would they have really noticed her casting one spell? The King's Guard are the most vigilant knights in the kingdom. They are trained to watch and counter a mage's spell, but the defendant needed to target someone who was in another area. There would be no visual indication that she was using magic. But she would have still needed to perform the incantation and complete the gesture with her hands. He was pretty knowledgeable about the arcane arts, but as a prince of Wivengard, that was to be expected.
It was a very knowledgeable 7-year-old.
Absolutely. If I recall correctly, you and your brother were with her until she was arrested for the murder. What did you speak about? She told us stories about what she did while she was away. She was researching something. I forgot what she said, something about the old code. Do you mean the occult? Yes, that's it. She was researching ghosts and demons. Considering who her family was, that research must have paid off. Anyways, it's really pissing me off, but I'm fine. Your Highness, could you please add this to your testimony? If I must. Hmm.
Okay, the occult are a fascinating phenomenon. Can we look at the can we look at that incantation again?
Don't you fucking... Oh, it's not gonna be one of these, is it?
Can we look at it?
Ah, it is. Absolutely
For
it is.
invisibility.
Oh,
Oh
Kutar.
my god!
Ah!
Oh, that's so fucking stupid.
Okay, yeah, I kinda hate it. Uh, fine. To cast a spell, a mage needed to speak an incantation, but there was nothing that said that they couldn't say anything before or after it. Okay. Your Highness, according to your testimony, the defendant told you that the occult are a fascinating phenomena. Is that exactly what she said? Word for word? Yes, those stories of ghosts and demons she told us were quite interesting.
I will say,
Hmm?
extremely convenient for us that this 7-year-old happens to remember that specific sentence so exactly
Absolutely. Yeah.
and happen to tell us that. Like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah. They really stuck a chord with me. Is that a chord? They are okay. It struck a chord, and they are going to comment on how he misspelled it. Yeah, I see. Oh, they are not. Was that
Okay, no,
that
we're
was
just
really a,
ignoring the fact that the child doesn't know that the line is correct.
or it was just a double typo, and whoever wrote
No.
that really thought that it was stuck a chord. Okay.
Yep.
Well, even if they were interesting, your testimony proves that she did cast the invisibility spell that night. Are you deaf? I already told you. No one heard her say any incantations, nor did they see her perform any gestures. Unfortunately, your testimony proves the contrary. Beatrice Frege said an incantation and performed a gesture in front of you, all without anyone even knowing it. What? Your Highness, there are two components required to cast invisibility. First, the caster must pick the incantation Okultare, and clap both of their hands together. As I'm sure you noticed, the defendant has a habit of clapping over her hands to calm herself. Now that I think about it, that habit must have come from constantly casting the spell. The defendant requires Marunaf to see, so she must constantly cast invisibility to keep her invisible. Cuthbert, you may have an explanation for how she hit that. Are we really going to do this game? How she
Oh
hit
my
the gesture.
god, okay.
But she would have still needed to speak the incantation. However, she did speak the incantation. The witness testimony proves it. What are you talking about? I never said that she spoke any incantation. Your Highness, the incantation for its visibility is occult art. Now, recall what you said in your testimony. Oh my god! She said the occult are a fascinating phenomenon. The pronunciation of that one phrase is identical to the incantation. I see. So she could have hidden the incantation within the conversation itself. And because her target was a creature that was outside of the ballroom, no one saw the magical effects. This meant that Marunaf had the means to murder William Frege, just as Eugene did. Having the means is completely different from actually having done it, Cuthbert. Very few people had the ability to shatter the display case to steal the sword of spell-eating, and even fewer people had a familiar small enough to traverse the vents. Which also makes Haraldson's familiar an equally likely suspect. And unlike my client's familiar, he admitted to breaking into William's study that night. If your client's familiar is truly innocent, then why not have him testify before the court? Okay, finally a witness that looks normal. Okay. Maybe a little bit small, but yeah. I see. Well, it's not as if he's the first unprecedented witness we've had today. Is Marunaf willing to testify, Mr. Mora? Timara deliberated with Beatrice and Marunaf. I couldn't hear what they were saying. They were clearly in disagreement with each other. Marunaf, in particular, seemed to be the most vocal about his displeasure. Your Honor, unfortunately, Marunaf is unwilling to testify. Why the change of heart? My client's familiar may be a demon, but he's afforded the same rights as any other person. He is not obligated to testify. Marunaf was staring daggers at me, grinding his noticeably, another typo, sharp teeth together. It felt oddly personal for some reason. Why were they being so secretive all of a sudden anyway? A witness could refuse to testify to avoid incriminating themselves, but our refusal to testify was suspicious in and of itself. Timora had no issues with Beatrice taking the stand earlier. Not to mention that Marunaf seemed to disagree with her decision the most. They must suppose that they take great pride in their ability to deceive and corrupt people. I see. Marunaf is well within his right to refuse, if that's what he truly wants. It is. Well, I suppose it's for the best. I doubt he would be able to corroborate your story at all. Marunaf ground his teeth together more violently. It sounded like metal screeching against metal.
Doing the fucking Simon Blackquill play of just manipulating the witness out of their right to remain silent.
Yeah. Considering his diminutive figure, I don't blame him for being a coward. Mr. Cuthbert, could you please refrain from provoking the literal demon?
No.
Oh, it's fine, Your Honor. He can't actually do anything without his master's word. It's clear that Beatrice is the brains between them. He's basically just her servant.
Bro is gonna get attacked.
Shut your disgusting mouth, Heavensborn. Marunaf? What are you doing? I will not stand here and be insulted by a bloody Heavensborn. Heavensborn? I am still within my contract, and I will not flee from the likes of him. You want my testimony? I'll give you my goddamn testimony.
Objection!
Your Honor, my client does not consent to having her familiar testify. Timora, did you say that Marunath is afforded the same rights as any other person? He's his own demon. He has a right to refuse to testify. He's the only one who can decide if he wants to exercise that right. Marunath, please testify about what you were doing on the night of the murder. Gladly.
Let's go.
I provided sight to my keeper while she spoke with the princess. I'll admit that she did cast invisibility on me during their conversation. She needed to keep me hidden after all. Okay, wait. This does not sound... Yeah, this is not the same thing as the other familiars, right? He is actually able to speak. It's not just because of Tyrion's thing. So he is able to lie. That is an important distinction.
Well, to be fair, so was the monkey. But he had the armband of intellect and stuff, so...
Did he actually lie?
I think.
Oh no, wait.
I don't...
He was able to speak with the armbands.
Yeah, so he would have been capable of lying.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. She had to keep me hidden after all. But I never left the room where my master was. Nor did I steal the sword of spell eating. You have nothing on me, Heavensborn. You don't even have proof that I entered William Frigga's study. Do you honestly expect us to take your word for it? Or do you have any evidence to support your alibi? I only speak the truth, Heavensborn.
The demon definitely explains the existence of a flying rat that tastes bad.
Yeah, absolutely. There were mages other than my keeper that could have stolen the sword. And by your own admission, none of your witnesses saw me on the night of the murder. The one lacking evidence is you. He had a point. Still needed definite proof that tied him to the murder. Presenting contradicting evidence might not be possible. However, he was clearly lying in his testimony, and there was something strange about the way he was speaking. Why was he bawling so much? I wasn't seeing any thoughts through the eye. My eye of Horus might not even work on demons. But maybe I could try to interpret the meaning of his words.
Whoa. Get interpreted.
Okay.
Objection!
Okay. Why,
So interpret is when the witness's thoughts contradict the evidence, I think?
Hmm. I think it's also just related. I think it's be used here as a way to present without pointing to a specific evidence. And just like pulling something out of his ass. But I guess we have to like figure out, or maybe we'll have to interpret something after a press. Let's first try pressing on these two that have pauses. And did your master leave the room while she was with the princess? No. I'm sure you remember. My keeper was under the careful watch of the King's Guard and Lucius Stewart. And you're maintaining that you never left the ballroom. As I said, I never left the room where my master was. She is not his master.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right?
Yeah, it's Beatrice's master.
Because he also referred to Beatrice as his keeper, I think.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So, like, so using the keeper and at master distinction, I guess. Beatrice is a keeper and someone else was his master.
Probably, yeah. He had the habit of pausing before he responded to me, but it only happened sometimes. Is that just the way he articulated his words, or was it something else?
Objection!
Okay. He would take pauses before certain statements, but not all of them. And more importantly, his word choice was different. Did he slip up? Maranath, it looks like you misspoke and used the wrong words. What? Through most of your testimony, you referred to Beatrice Frege as your keeper in the sketch.
Let's go, I'm so
But
good.
you referred to her as your master during one statement. Why is that? For the first time, he didn't have a retort. So I'll ask you again. Did you leave the ballroom that night? I didn't leave the room where my master was. Even though I pointed it out, he was using the word master again. Why wasn't he correcting it? Did that mean he was intentionally using the term? Yeah.
It's really funny to me
Hmm.
that the demon, like, isn't just straight up lying, but is instead saying a bunch of things that are technically true.
Yeah, but that actually does rather feel on brand for me. Like,
Yep.
I have seen, I think, that trope of a demon will always say exactly what they mean, what they want, but it's on you to interpret those words correctly, you know?
Yep. No, it feels much more manipulative than just straight up lying.
Absolutely, yeah. Why was Maraneth using the term master? There had to be a reason why. Yeah. Beatrice is not Maraneth's. Oh, wait, opposite. Maraneth is not Beatrice's familiar. Uh, okay. Wait.
No, I get that Beatrice is not
Yeah.
Maranath's master.
But both of them say the same thing.
Yeah, but this one is because it's specifically
Yeah.
the word master.
Yeah. I took his words at face value. The master he was referring to wasn't Beatrice. And if Beatrice wasn't his master, then he really didn't leave the room where his master was. But why even bother making that distinction? He clearly had no moral hang-ups about committing murder. He could have just lied. Oh, we are going there.
Oh, we're actually addressing this.
Humans apparently prided themselves on tricking and corrupting humans. So why wouldn't he just lie in his ass mind? Oh. I'm not able to lie? I guess. That's less fun.
Yeah.
It should be their choice, but okay. Demons were clearly different from humans, but would they seriously have a limitation like that? It would explain why Timur and Beatrice were so opposed to having me testify. There was only one way to know for sure. Witness, can you repeat the following statement for me? Tyrion Cuthbert's hair is green. What kind of ridiculous request is that? Another pause. I'm afraid I must agree, Mr. Cuthbert. I'm just conducting a little experiment, Your Honor. So I'll ask you again, Barnath. Say the following phrase. Tyrion Cuthbert's hair is green. Your Honor, Cuthbert is clearly making trivial requests to solve for time. His request is not worth a response from the witness. That's not what I'm doing tomorrow, and I think you know that. Marunath, we truly don't know much about demons aside from the stories told in myths. So is it possible that demons are physically unable to lie?
It would kind of makes.
I like the zigzag tongue and tail.
Yep.
It's always fun.
It would kind of make sense that they pride themselves on their ability to trick humans if they're literally not even capable of lying, though. I will give them that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, makes sense. Damn it.
It would still be more fun if it was the demons choosing, but I get that for the plot.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but that seems quite ridiculous. Why wouldn't the witness be capable of lying? I genuinely don't know, Your Honor, but his testimony speaks for itself. and he can easily refute my claim by granting my request. Say, Tyrion Cuthbert's hair is green, witness. Oh, interesting way of spinning!
Fun workaround. That's
Ooh.
okay. No, this is actually awesome.
You said it yourself. Tyrion Cuthbert's hair is green. That's not what I asked for, witness. Repeat the statement I told you, word for word, nothing after or before it.
Objection!
Your Honor, the prosecution's argument is absurd. The witness is not obligated to fulfill such an outrageous request. I might be compelled to agree with you, Mr. Mora, if the witness wasn't clearly avoiding that request. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are all waiting, Baronoff. You can easily prove me wrong by repeating my statement plainly. You filthy heavensborn. Say it, Baronoff. Tyrion Cuthbert's hair is blonde. Technically, it's a dirty blonde. Come on.
True.
Oh, shut up. Is Mr. Cuthbert correct, Baronoff? Are you actually unable to lie? I think his silence speaks for itself, Your Honor. Remarkable. I would have never imagined. And with that, proving my case becomes a much simpler matter. Baronoff, did you murder William Frege? I'm sure you understand, witness. Under these circumstances, staying silent is basically an admission of guilt.
You have no reason to stay quiet, Marina. Tell him the truth.
Lady Beatrice, what are you...
I believe it's time to come clean, don't you, Marina?
I see. So that's your play. Don't think you can just stall for time, Miss Frege. Baronoff has no choice but to answer the question.
Do it, Marina. Tell the court the truth.
To answer your question, yes. I did murder William Frege. What are you doing? Miss Frege, does this mean you are confessing to the murder?
No, the demon is confessing. Oh, Your Honor, I'm not admitting to anything. Marinath was the one who confessed.
But your own familiar just...
Let me ask you a question, Marinath. Did I directly order you to murder my father?
No, you did not, Lady Beatrice. What are you talking about? You're lying, aren't you?
You said it yourself, Heavensborn. Demons are physically unable to lie.
Yeah, I love how, like, the clue to interpret the statements has not been used at all here.
Yep.
Like, we are not even touching about the fact that Beatrice is not the master, and we even went through that
Yeah.
minigame. But okay,
Yep, no, we still haven't established who the actual master is. Like, we're still not talking about that.
damn it, she was right. Did she plan for this? She must have arranged things so that statement would be technically true. She could have asked someone else to give the order, or she could have simply implied it. So ask him, did Beatrice indirectly order you to murder it? Like, it's as easy as that.
Yep.
Either way, she could have just plead ignorance and blame everything on Marinath. Still, this isn't over.
Oh, is that so? Let me tell you, this trial was over the moment Arya turned her blade against me.
I don't care who you are, man, king, or demon. You are not going to get away with this. Yeah, they clearly had the demon thing Wait. It was banking or god before, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so that fun. Little fun.
Oh, I do love the gravitas behind that, but I wonder how long it will last. Take your best shot, Heavensborn.
Banger
There's some kind
music.
of very loud noise outside my window.
Oh, it's not being picked up, so that's nice.
Oh, it's good.
Beatrice Frege, you may not have technically ordered your father's murder, but you were clearly acting with malice. You were clearly acting with, yeah. You brought something dangerous into the manor, something that you knew would harm your father.
Oh, really? And what would that be? I didn't bring anything dangerous into Frege Manor. What was so dangerous that it implies lethal intent?
Uh? Huh? You brought Barnarth into Frege Manor that night. You were clearly planning to murder your father from the start. Yeah,
Huh? I require Marunath to see. That does not imply lethal intent.
But you brought a demon into that house, and as a result, your father was killed. That was hardly an innocent mistake. My client specifically asked her father if familiars were allowed. We even received a written legal confirmation beforehand. But he couldn't have possibly expected her to bring in a demon. He didn't specify not to do this.
Tyrion, there's no rule saying a demon can't play baseball.
Absolutely.
Basketball, fuck.
The presence of Marnath did not break any of his rules, nor any laws made by the kingdom. I'm sure that on Airbud like 2 or 3 he plays baseball. That's fine.
Okay. Right you are, Timora. I can hardly be blamed if my familiar acts without my knowledge.
How can you be blameless in Marnath's actions? He's your familiar. Okay, I was thinking through this whole conversation that it was all going to be a penalty to Tyrion, but now I'm thinking it's not. Okay.
By that same logic, shouldn't we also blame Lord Haraldson for the actions of his pet monkey? If I recall, he broke into the study, tampered with the crime scene, and then left my father's body without reporting it.
That's true, actually.
Yep. Marnath and Eugene are intelligent and sentient creatures. They have their own autonomy. Their keepers aren't legally responsible for their actions.
I suppose, like, both of them, especially the monkey with the bracelets, have conscience, you know? So in that case, maybe, but like, a familiar has to obey the master, right? Magical unbreakable bonds, I guess that, yeah. I think that automatically establishes it or something. Damn it. She was playing devil's advocate. Demon's advocate. But I suppose that was fitting for her. But you still cast invisibility to keep Marunath hidden at night.
Mr. Cuthbert, I always cast invisibility on Marunath. I can't very well let people see him. Face it, Mr. Cuthbert, you have nothing on me. I did not commit any crimes during the Lords' Ball. Every crime related to the murder was committed by Marunath.
Oh. I'm not sure now.
So the claim we're refuting is that she didn't commit any crimes, so we have to have some kind of evidence of some kind of crime she did.
Was it her who... Like, wouldn't her spell have needed to break the barrier for the sword spellity? A powerful spell that completely shatter. Maybe? Yeah, okay. Beatrice, Marunath required your magic to break the guards guarding the sword of spell eating. You may be able to explain why you cast invisibility that night, You can't explain why you cast an evocation spell powerful enough to shatter that display case.
Oh, that. I'd almost forgotten. I plead guilty.
Oh, what?
To the charge of grand theft, I mean. I ordered Marinath to help me steal that artifact so I could sell it on the black market. Would have never imagined he'd use it to murder my father.
Right. It didn't matter if she was found guilty of stealing the sword. The Slayer rule only took effect if she was found to be responsible for her father's death.
I will say Beatrice is a really fun antagonist.
Absolutely, yeah. Was there seriously nothing I could do? Maranov will take the fall on Beatrice's behalf. Yeah, right. Yeah, the demon will do the right thing
yeah,
and tell
buddy,
the truth.
no way.
Yeah. So, that's yeah. There we go. Absolutely threatened. Maranov, the sentence for first-degree murder is death. Are you really willing to die for your keeper's crimes? Heavensborn, I think you'll find death to be somewhat less permanent for a being such as I. Even if I could truly die, a fate much worse than death awaits me if I fail. What? Those three are a pain to argue against when they're together. Couldn't break their confidence at all.
It's the first time an argument didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else, Mr. Cuthbert?
I
didn't think so. Your Honor, it appears we found the true culprit. I can't believe you killed my father, Marinath. I'm so cross with you.
Grr. Death will actually be very inconvenient for me. It's going to take me a whole weekend to sort this all out.
Don't worry, I forgive you. They're so fun.
Yeah.
Now then, is there any reason why this trial hasn't ended already, Your Honor? Come on! Don't you have anything else?
There was one thing, finally. Yes, let's go. Why are you reacting before he has even spoken anything? Damn it. Not again.
Oh, is that all you can do now?
Oh.
Glare at me? Yup, it's the Eye of Horus. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No wonder Timora clocked it immediately.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Marinath, what did you just do?
I've been watching him. He's been using a trick on the Domain of Radiance. But it's weak. Horus' blessing won't work here, Heavensborn.
Get fucked.
You... It looks like that was your last piece, Cuthbert. No, this can't be how it ends. Not after I've come this far. It almost looks like she's holding a chess piece with this bit of the
Yep.
the back thing. What is it that you like to say in these situations? Checkmate, Cuthbert. Bro, why... What? Why haven't we talked about the master thing? Do you mean?
It doesn't matter. It simply doesn't matter who his actual master is. Don't worry about it.
Okay, fine. Well, I have to say this was one of the more eventful trials I've ever seen. It was many things, if not enlightening. But I suppose it all ended the same. Come on, I needed to think of something, anything. While I find the defendant's actions extremely suspect, she's sus. But I must agree with their statements. Aside from the theft of Lord Haraldson's exhibit, none of Miss Frigga's actions that night were illegal under Wyverngarde's law. Beatrice was sus in the ballroom. Okay.
Damn.
And there is no proof that the defendant is responsible for her familiar's actions. With these revelations, I see no room for debate. We will be taking a brief recess, and we will announce my verdict once we resume. Damn it.
Convenient.
Was this seriously how it's was this seriously how it's going to end? After everything I'd gone through to get here. Oh,
Yo,
this
Tyrion's mom.
this world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But don't let it extinguish the flickering flame I can see within you. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate, just as I once did. That was her like dying words, right?
I
Use
think.
it to build your own path to happiness. Maraneth called me a heavensborn, and my mother told me that there was a light within me. I had no idea what that even meant. What even was the divine gate? Why do I have the Eye of Horus? Why was I blessed by a god that I didn't know about? I'd been so lost lately. I thought that I was finally figuring out who I was. But all of this, everything I'd been working towards, was all a lie. I'd spent my whole life trying to be like Miss Timora, but she wasn't even like her. No, she just wanted to raise me into a tool for the Eye Taker. She was never my guardian. She was never my mother. My real mother died years ago. Was Ares right? Was I just a pawn? Looking back on it, I had no idea what to do with myself the moment my mother died. I just made mistake after mistake, leaving Orinax, trusting Timora. I'd always just done what I was told. I never once made a path for myself. I will say, I will, I will respect, I will like excuse the move that the game played with Ares and trying to put suspicion on Celeste and stuff. If that doesn't stick, but this does. So like she was just throwing things here and there, and one of them made him doubt himself, you know?
Yeah.
But you saved Celeste, Wallace, and Dracogen. All when no one else would stand against the tide. Was saving them a mistake? You fought for a dream that didn't exist. That doesn't mean that you can't make it real. It's true that you followed Timora's lead, but you've always done what you thought was right above anything else. You wouldn't have stood up to that criminal if you truly didn't know right from wrong. And you wouldn't be standing here. You'd just done as you were told. What will you do? I'm not going to tell you that. You already know the answer. You've always known the answer. The light within you will show you the way. This was not how this story would end. I took a deep breath and relaxed my thoughts. How do you prove that Beatrice ordered Marnath? Situations could seem hopeless sometimes, but there was always a way to win in the end. Hmm. Uh.
Well, it's gotta be one of these.
Yeah, but this seems like the opposites. I. Uh. Tell a lie. Uh. Wait.
Maybe.
Okay, it's either connects or separates.
I think it's connect.
Yeah, because it's to prove that other Beatrice ordered Marnath, but
Or no, tell a lie that separates them? Or like something, because we need to, because Tyrion was saying it's really hard to argue against these three when they're together, so we maybe need to separate them so that we can argue
ooh,
against just one of them.
that maybe. Okay.
Okay,
Did you
no,
prove
never mind.
Beatrice other Maranatha to her father? That was a good idea. Testimony would
Well, at
be
least it
enough.
won't be testimony.
Yeah, no.
I guess physical evidence that connects them then.
Or deduction.
Yeah, that or deduction, but he did say concrete proof, which is why I thought
True.
physical evidence.
Maybe separates?
I think it's connects still, probably.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. No, that makes sense. In order to convict Beatrice, I needed to prove that she was responsible for Maranat's actions. People always leave trails. Actions always leave the evidence. Left evidence.
Except for when they don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but there had to be something that proved Beatrice gave Maranath the order, even indirectly. Beatrice's relationship with Maranath was clearly different than a relationship between two humans.
Maybe.
It's either facilitated through a spell or facilitated through a pact.
It's interesting that he's saying facilitated through.
Yeah.
Because I was worried that since we kinda know that he isn't her familiar, that doesn't mean that it isn't facilitated through a spell. No.
Yep. No, I think it's a pact then.
Wasn't even the same one, yeah. Okay, sure. There's a specific way their relationship works, or their pact, as Maranath calls it. Wasn't that something that someone said? But what was it? Oh!
I don't fucking remember. This is who told us about it, so I guess it's somewhere, someone in people, but...
No, it's not gonna ask us to remember all that. There has to be some clue here, I believe. Or in the spells. Like one of those.
And we learned about demons from Haraldson, I guess, according to one earlier flashback.
Yeah, it would be my first guess. Oh. Ah.
Yeah, in that case it was Haraldson, right?
Yeah, but like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he was asking. Okay, yeah. Yeah. But contracts legally binding. Yeah, I remember someone saying this. Yeah, magically compelled. That's right. Beatrice must have signed a blood contract with him. A soul-binding document like that must describe how their relationship works. Someone as meticulous as Beatrice would have those terms clearly laid out. But it's not as if they would ever show it to me. It would be a tall order to even prove that blood contracts even exist. Wait. Can I use to obtain?
What can I use to obtain it? Is there anything in spells?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
We already saw all of this, yeah.
What's the Divine Edict? All will be revealed whether, a covenant, a divine invocation to manifest any covenant written in blood and spirit.
Marnath, Dweller of Avenues. Wait, let me just check something. Incantation is a prayer of truth. No gesture. Huh. Okay. Marnath, Dweller of Avernus.
Finally check off Divine Edict.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? By the radiance of Horus, I issue upon you a divine edict. Release thy guards and manifest your blood contracts with Beatrice Frigga. It's a legal document written in blood. It's also 50 pages long. Luckily, somehow know the excerpt of the exact session you need. Prohibited from killing or injuring any and all humans. Signate. Oh shit! Okay.
Nice.
In a surge of radiant light, a stack of papers appeared on the table in front of him. It was several pages long. Several is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Yeah,
And the
several
writing
pages long. 50 pages!
and the writing was a sharp crimson red. It would have been impossible to read through this in time, but somehow I knew every detail of Beatrice's contract. Was that you? It can be you, sure.
I don't... Sure, yeah. Well done, my Heavensborn. You may yet survive the encroaching shadows. What in the nine hells was that?
You, when did you learn how to? Mr. Cuthbert, what just happened? Your Honor, I just manifested the witness's blood contract with Marnath.
What?
Blood contract? You can think of it as a legally binding document. It lays out the terms of the pact between Beatrice Frigga and her familia. I don't understand, Mr. Cuthbert. How were you able to do such a thing? There was no legal precedent for this. I would need compelling evidence. Doing this could very well change everything about my life. Reminder that you are using magic from the enemy country to prove your point.
Yeah, you're going to jail, buddy!
But with House Frigga's resources, William had caused nearly 1,000 of innocent deaths, all just so he could get ahead of House Derwent. I couldn't let Beatrice or the Eye Taker get hold of that kind of power. There was only one path forward. Your Honor, my family doesn't hail from Wyvengard. My ancestry originates from the theocracy of Lumina. Cuthbert, what are you doing?
Tyrion, what?
I am a magic user known as a Cleric of Horus, and I used my divine magic to manifest the blood contract between Beatrice and Marnath. The theocracy? Cleric of theocracy is practicing law in Wyvengard. He's a traitor. He's an agent of our greatest enemy. Your Honor, the defense's argument is such. Marnath was acting alone. Therefore, the defendant was not to blame for his actions that night. However, take a look at page 7 of this blood contract. It specifies that Marnath is prohibited from killing any and all humans. There is only one scenario where he can do so. And that's when Beatrice Frigga designates someone to be exempt from this rule. Beatrice Frigga, you didn't directly order Marnath to kill your father, but you implied it by telling Marnath by permitting the murder. Awkward phrasing, but okay.
Yep.
Not only that, you did so within the 24 hours of the Lost Ball. Your intent was clear. You brought Marnath into Frigga Manor with full knowledge that he could and would kill William Frigga. And that is checkmate. But why would he? Okay, I guess he admitted to killing him, so yeah. The connection itself makes sense. it, yeah.
Literally, dude.
Mr. Cuthbert, after everything you've just said, I don't understand how you can expect any in this room to trust your words. I guess that works, okay. I don't need you to trust my words, Your Honor. I only need you to do what you've always done, and that's to acknowledge the evidence I've presented. Your Honor, you know the implications of what I just revealed. You know what it could mean for me. Why else would I do something like that if I weren't telling the truth? The judge cursed under his breath. Despite the lack of any legal precedent, I have no choice but to acknowledge the prosecutor's divine magic. Do you have
Really good
anything
line,
to
I
say?
think.
Sorry?
Really funny line, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you think about it, yeah. Damn it! He makes. He's going to jail, but he makes a good point.
Yep.
Do you have anything to say in your defense, Lady Frega?
Do not call me that.
It's almost funny that you hate your name that much. Your entire plan depended on your claim to the Frega estates.
Do you have any inkling of what you've just cost me? Everything has been ruined because of you.
You're just another noble, trying to steal power for yourself.
Don't you dare lump me together with those tyrants! We wouldn't have just liberated House Frege, we would have liberated everyone. Miriam, Leif, Arya, even Asta. Our system is broken. The only way we can fix it is by burning it down from the inside. Based? As long as the Four Pillars grip our kingdom, as long as King Olivia sits idly on his throne, this suffering will only continue.
I'm getting. This is taking me a little bit more on her side, actually.
Yup.
Lady Frega, as the prosecutor, I should warn you. You don't want to add treason to your list of crimes.
It doesn't matter. I'm done either way. Heavensborn, look at page 46 of the blood contract.
Oh, by accepting this path, Beatrice Frege forever binds her soul to the abyssal hells. If Beatrice Frege fails to pay her debts by claiming House Frege and all of its assets, her soul, her mind, and her life will be claimed by the Empress of Discord.
I
Not
thought you already
Discord!
knew everything it's... No! I thought you already knew everything it said in the contract, Tyrion. Why are you
Uh,
surprised by this?
I was going to say that exactly. You can't just say that, oh, but I already knew somehow about that session and not know this.
Yep.
The
Literally.
contract went on to name several parts of House Frege's holdings. There was very little room for ambiguity.
Arya was almost right. She just jumped to the wrong conclusion. My debts were never to the Eye Taker. They were to the abyssal hells themselves.
Why would you agree to something like this?
Because I miscalculated. I know it was you. It has your name written all over it. You paid civilians to put in false reports of insurrections to the crown. You paid off representatives in the House of Lords to vote in favor of sending Steelwind soldiers to those regions. And you paid mercenaries to assassinate beloved figures to arrange the common folk and incite those riots. It took me a while, but I've got proof that indisputably connects it all to you. It would be a shame if this information fell into Lucio's hands.
You think these feeble attempts at blackmail will frighten me? I've dealt with far more formidable adversaries than you. There's nothing I can't solve with House Frege's resources.
What are you talking about? Do you seriously think Lucio will stand idly by while you steal the crown from him?
It's clear your time away from the manor has taught you nothing. Everyone can be bought. With my money, I'm practically a god.
My father was clever. He knew how to manipulate people. He knew how to turn them against each other. No one knew this better than my sisters and I. I saw him as this unstoppable, tyrannical force, but I never even considered one possibility. That William Frager was an arrogant moron, so drunk off of his own power that he wouldn't acknowledge anyone as a threat.
He honestly thought he could buy his way out of his conspiracy being revealed.
I could have sent this information to House Steelwind and the King. He would have surely been executed for treason, but I was running out of time. I needed to inherit House Frager soon. I felt trapped. I felt angry. I just needed something to change.
A blood contract is still a legal contract, isn't it?
What?
If it's a contract, we can dispute it. Oh shit. I
Can
don't.
we please tell me we're using her name to dispute it because it says Beatrice Fraga, but she doesn't go by that? That would be awesome for me.
That would be very funny. Uh, what was I going to say? Yeah, that. So I'm kinda was running out of time. I needed to inherit House Frigga soon. Did she have the demon since before she left the house? Because like I wouldn't assume that she would take that risk.
No, I imagine she
After.
got the. No, I
Hmm.
think she took the. She must have gotten the contract sometime after because she only there was no reason for her to have Marnath as a familiar until she went blind.
Oh, did she? Oh, I forgot the timeline. Did she go blind during that break?
She did go blind before leaving, but she must have. I assume she would have gotten the demon either right before leaving then or sometime after.
Okay. Because, like, why would you have that in the clause if you were, like, estranged from your family? You know?
Yeah.
Uh, it's a little awkward. Okay. We can find some kind of loophole to get you out of it. Out of it. What?
Trying to redeem the enemy you just defeated? You really are a heavens born. I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but I won't accept your help.
What? Why? We can at least try, can't we? Did you seriously come this far just so you could die? To dispute a blood contract is to bet your own soul, isn't that? Didn't she already do that?
Isn't she going to hell anyways?
Yeah. If you fail to
Oh,
render
okay.
it no,
Tyrion's soul is on the
okay,
line.
your soul will be dragged to hell alongside hers. Even your divine blood won't save you from that fate. But, but still, I can't just, bro.
No, lock the fuck in, Tyrion. Do it. Go for it. You've beaten me, Mr. Cuthbert. I won't drag anyone else down with me. Not you, not Leif, not Miriam. Despite everything, I still have my pride.
I believe there is no longer a need to prolong this trial. There's no further need to prolong this trial. Bailiff, please escort Lady Frege and her familiar to a holding cell. I'll be passing my verdict shortly.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, as okay as I can be. I still felt uneasy about how things turned out. It didn't feel quite like the victory I was hoping for. Honestly, every case I've defended felt that way. Maybe that's just how the world was. I fought against the demons, but I still felt like I'd lost. Cuthbert, we need to talk. What's done is done, but the Eye Taker isn't going to take this lying down. I know it's a long shot, but maybe if you talk to him, he'll. No? Cuthbert, this is serious. He's going to send people after you, dangerous people. You can't just ignore this. Well, we have
I literally have
Celeste.
Celeste though? Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, we have the best bodyguard ever?
She doesn't even need to lift a finger to defend us.
Yep.
How old were you when your real mother was executed? 10 years old? Back then, you barely knew Timora. She was the adult in that situation, and what did she do? Instead of allowing you to process your grief and move on, she fed your anger and hatred for the nobility. Wanted took you away from your only friends and isolated you from society. Do you really think she loves you? Please just listen to me and... bro fell for it. Shut up!
Tyrion?
How could you do this? How could you work with criminals? Cuthbert, everything you told me, all those ideas about protecting the weak, it was all a lie. Everything Commander White said about you was true, wasn't it? I'm just trying to... Out of the confusion, all of the frustration over not knowing anything, it all boils over. I don't want your help. As I yelled at her, my voice echoed throughout the lobby. Everyone turned silent. I gave up everything for you. My childhood, my home, my happiness. I left it all behind to chase the ideal that you told me we were fighting for. But it was never real, was it? You made me throw away everything. All for a goddamn lie. But I'll make it real. And I'll do it without you. Tyrion, Her voice was breaking. It was the first time I'd ever seen her like this. She reached out to me. I just stepped away. You never cared about me, did you? All you cared about was using the Eye of Horus. That's not... Shut up! I don't want to hear any more of your damn lies. Go away. Get the hell away from me. I never want to see you again. Without a word, she walked out of the courthouse.
Tyrion?
She reached out her hand to mine, but she hesitated. Do you think Celeste will ever love you? Do you think she has the luxury of playing here with you? Or did you actually think she enjoys spending time with you that much? Yeah, okay. Yeah. No. What?
Tyrion? Is everything really going to be okay?
It will be. I'll get you that acquittal no matter what. Okay. I was going to say that, oh no, they are going to make him actually fall for that and everything, but if this is what breaks him from the illusion, that's actually kinda peak.
Yep. Man, king, or god?
Yes, man, king, or god.
There! What about that?
I immediately moved my king to respond. My queen to respond, I think. Yeah. Checkmates.
Damn it! Tyrion, are you okay? I know you're not, but
It's fine.
it's not fine. Does it have something to do with what happened to your mom? For the last 2 nights, you've been calling out for her in your sleep. Please, just talk to me.
My hands were trembling. Why was I so scared right now? I felt Celeste gently hold my shaking hands from behind me. It was warm and comforting. It was that same sensation that I'd felt back then. I took a deep breath. I'm not going to do that, Miss Moore. As she hesitated to take my hand, I softly grasped hers. She smiled as I took hold of it. She seemed glad that I didn't pull away this time. My arms moved without thinking. I pulled her into a hug.
Tyrion?
Sorry, I just really need this right now. Should I stop?
No, it's just... people are staring at us.
Guess they're nobles. They're going to hate us no matter what we do.
Yeah, good for them.
I still wasn't sure what was going to happen next. But maybe I didn't need to, even if tomorrow's idea was a lie. Hey Celeste, there's been something I've been wanting to tell you about.
What is it?
It's hard to explain, really. I don't even know where to begin. But it's about where I came from and what I can do. I have this ability called the Eye of Horus. Even if that idea was a lie, I wasn't going to give up on making it real. I couldn't trust Timor anymore, but I didn't have to do this alone. Celeste was by my side, and Arya had more than proved she was worthy of my trust. And I'm sure I would find more allies in the future. What a fine mess this is! That kid has completely and utterly ruined everything. As much as Timor hates it, we are going to need to put him in the ground. I don't think that will be necessary. Sorry, love. I know you're fond of him, but he crossed me. He's going to have to pay the price. I think you misunderstood me, father. I think you misunderstood me, father. I meant that this facade has run its course. What the hell? Is something wrong, father? Who, who the hell are you? You look nothing like my daughter, so why? It happened centuries ago, I believe. Your great ancestor wanted the crown from himself. He entered an accord with me. What are you talking about? But fate seldom bends to what desire, I'm afraid. Poor Lord Leiron's scheme was laid bare. The banners of his house were torn down. His very name was stricken from the annals of history. He was supposed to give me Wyvern, but I had to settle for his bloodline. Nathan, how do you know about my name?
His name is John?
No one knew about that name, not even my real daughter. It's been centuries, but I haven't forgotten, John. Every soul in your bloodline belongs to me, including your daughter. You bastard! What did you do to her? What I do to all my prey made her suffer. What? Did you know that she was crying out for you for months? I made her watch, you know. I made her watch as I took her place. All while the fathers that she so desperately called out for forgot who she was. All while my minions slowly and painfully tore her soul apart, piece by agonizing piece. You monster! I enjoyed her torment while it lasted, but even that couldn't satisfy me. What I really crave is the blood of the divine. That's what this is about? That stupid kid? But I can't have you kill my dear Tyrion just yet. At least not until I'm done with him. You goddamn demon! I'll kill you. This man is your enemy. Your life's goal is and always has been to exact revenge on him. What the hell are you talking about? Oh shit. Yeah. Yo, I lost everything because of you. They kicked me out of the Inquisition because of your false testimony. What? Let go of me. You killed my entire family. I won't let you get away with this. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Hey, isn't that the noble who killed all those children? I heard he got released by paying off the charge. What are you all talking about? Get away from me. Don't lie to us. We know what you did. No, stay away. Okay.
So that's why the Eye Taker didn't have aura in most of his sprites, because he's not a threat.
Yeah,
Even
I
a little.
guess. We have finally entered the final act, my dearest Tyrion. From what I've seen, I think I know exactly how I'm going to break you. Chapter 5 starts. Yep, okay. Close enough.
Yay!
Uh,
Well, good time to
excellent point
take a
for a
break, I
break.
guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah, it's not going to show the thing, but that is the point. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 5-1. Okay, cool. We'll be right back. 5 to 10 minutes probably. Yeah.
Yep. Yippee. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. Yo. Yep. Tyrion? It's almost noon. Are you going to get out of bed? Yep. Someone is actually here to see you. At the rate you're going, it's going to turn into a mental health month. I get that you're feeling down, but you've got to get out there. We can't keep freeloading off of Arya. He's so right. That's a bit rude, but I suppose I can overlook it this time. Yup. Tyrion! Pants! Why is he not wearing any? We'll give you some time to ready yourself. That was certainly something. It's not great, but I don't know what else to do. I've just been protecting the house until he snapped himself out of it. Have there been any incidents with intruders? Nope. I expected the Eye Taker to send someone, but the streets have been quiet. Maybe they know your people are watching the house? We'll just have to hope that will be enough of a deterrent. Have you seen Ruby lately? I have. She's still practicing. I've even faced her in a few trials. I think she might be colder than usual, but it's hard to tell with her disposition. I don't know what to do. It might be best to give both of them time. A lot has happened. And presumably put clothes on, but...
Repario Arcanum.
Just in case. Did you read that mystery novel I lent you? What? How? What a sad life you must live to never be surprised. Maybe. I don't know. Entirely unclear. Oh, remember when I helped you move this bed from the flea market? He's just built different. I guess the same way you get a fucking mattress through the door. Turn the thing sideways. The mattress that... Well, no, it just said that she didn't take the mattress out. The mattress could have fallen when she turned it sideways. It's an attorney's runestone. It proves that you're a certified attorney. Are you doing well, Mr. Cuthbert? You seem... Of course. I couldn't help but notice your absence. You haven't taken any other clients since Beatrice's trial. What? Did you not enjoy it? You were very skilled at it. Have you considered becoming a prosecutor? You did a remarkable job of prosecuting Beatrice. Also, it's impressive that he learns this from like easily the most sympathetic criminal we've had. He's like, because he's the most like sympathetic criminal we've had. He almost like actually tried to save her from having to go to hell about it. And then he's like, you know, maybe some of these people do need to be in jail. Like, He didn't learn that from any of the horrible people he uncovered when he was a defense attorney. He learned that from the really sympathetic criminal he had to prosecute. Yes, Nightgrave's skill in necromancy is quite remarkable. I'm glad I introduced him to House Asclepius. House Asclepius specializes in the study of necromancy. After Nightgrave's expulsion from the academy, I thought it was only right that he be allowed to continue his studies.
Right, he mentioned that he owed you a favor.
It was only logical. It would be a waste to let someone of his talents fade into obscurity. As much as I would like to, there's been a recent uptick in cases. As much as I would like to, there's been a recent uptick in cases of mage blight lately. The nobility has been trying to suppress information about these incidents. If I'm not there, there's no one to keep the Inquisition from capitulating to their demands. I was actually surprised to see you here, Celeste. Well, I can't just leave him alone anymore. He ticked off a criminal overlord. They're definitely going to send someone after him. And he can't really take care of himself right now. Get out of my head! What? Telling Celeste but not telling Arya, pretty rude. I am surprised, though. Not many people slight the Eye Taker and live. He's been known for taking swift retaliation against his enemies. Either that, or Ruby's doing what she can to protect him. Supposedly he's been absent from many of his enterprises. Oh, don't worry, he has been. Presumably he was ripped limb from limb in the streets. Considering how we last saw him.
By the way, Tyrion, Ruby sent another letter. Do you want to... right.
Have you spoken to her since the trial? Of course. My apologies.
Oh, the tea's ready.
Oh, thank you. Some tea sounds lovely right now.
Right, I was totally making it for you guys. You guys better enjoy this. These are my last bags of... Big Aqua! Yep. Good for her. You really need to clean this place. I'm your bodyguard, not your maid.
That was Shape Liquid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That is the spell that killed her dad, so I got on her for being okay with using it. I know, but it's just too convenient not to have, and my expertise is transmutation. Well, whoever they are, I'm not giving up any more of my lotus tea. Oh shit. Garrick Pierce, the guy who killed Celeste's dad. Yep. Yep. If he thinks for a second that we'd even think of helping him. I don't care! We're not going to help him! I agree. How was he able to find out in the first place? The truth is, Celeste, I've also been looking into your parentage. What? I'm sorry for not telling you, but I didn't want to raise your hopes. Even with the resources available to me, I couldn't find any information regarding your birth. Pierce is her dad. I still fully believe this. House Pierce is low on the political hierarchy. He shouldn't have access to the resources I do. He was ruling... Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't realize that was Tyrion. That's true, but I still find this whole situation quite suspect. Indicted. Yep. He must be desperate. His execution is scheduled for next month, after all. It's possible that he reached out to Timora as well. Can't believe he set up a meeting at the Grand Cathedral, today of all days. I'm sorry, but it's not my place to tell you. Arya, can I talk with Tyrion alone for a minute? Of course. I'm sure you have much to discuss. Should also start heading to the cathedral today. I can't believe he'd use what happened as an opportunity. Good luck.
We should meet with him. We're not going to help him, obviously, but I had an idea. He's probably really scared of his execution, right? He's even desperate enough to ask you for help. So, think about how stressed he would be if you showed up and refused to help him. We can get the info we need without having to give him anything. I'll manage. It'll be worth it if we can finally get the answers I'm looking for. So this is the Grand Cathedral of the Scaled Lord. The Church of Bahamut wasn't that popular in my hometown, and I've never been the religious type. What about you? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. He certainly has the looks for it. Can you stop? I'm a little annoyed that you've been looking into my mind for the last few months without telling me. Yeah, that's like crazy invasive. Yep. Wait, I'm at the same level as Ruby? Okay. Closed off. Is there some kind of event going on? Oh my god, it's old man shoulder pads. This is a little awkward. Oh, are you asking me out? Sure, why not? I picked up this map from the entrance. I'm kind of curious about why they're all here.
Absolutely not, no. Why would there be a crime here? Aster!
Repario Arcanum.
Damn, nothing. Ah, presenting your runestone as always, Mr. Cuthbert.
Don't. You always look so excited when you show it to people. I mean, it's so useful. You can take pictures and write notes about things other than crime scenes.
Yeah. No. Like, a lot of people, sure, like, maybe hundreds, but not thousands. Thousands is a lot of people. Who knows? I have to find my Aster voice again.
I think I saw Arya over there. We should go say hi.
I'm pretty sure you voiced that one.
Rude.
Mr. Cuthbert and Ms. McCoy, I'm surprised to see you here. What? I thought you were the one who invited them. I'm sad to say that I didn't. Although, I am happy to see you two nonetheless. What brings you to the Grand Cathedral today? What? None of the people here are allowed to invite guests. Why didn't the guards stop you? What? It was Lord Pierce who invited them. Pierce? That little... And to think I granted his request for temporary release. I'm sure he meant no disrespect by it. He probably had his reasons. How can you say that? This is the day of your... He thinks because he's a dead man that he has nothing to lose. I'll be sure to correct that. Is it his wedding? Is it his wedding day? Are he and Arya getting married? Arya didn't seem nearly blushy enough for that to be the case, though. I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to tell you that. It's a matter of public safety. You said that Lord Pierce invited you here? For what reason? It's a matter of public safety. You will tell us if it poses a threat to the nobles in attendance. Please, Grand General, there's no need for that. Mr. Cuthbert would never do anything to put anyone's life in danger. You have so much faith in this guy that you do not know. As you wish, your majesty. Is this the reason why Pierce asked for temporary release? Lady Steelwind, your majesty, the High Speaker is ready to speak with you. Okay, maybe. Wonderful. I've been looking forward to this all day. Shall we go together, Miss Steelwind? Yes, your majesty, she would like to accompany you. We shouldn't keep him waiting. Okay. I don't think they're getting married, but like, they are, yeah. Scaled Lord, how does she plan to marry him if she can't even get a word out in his presence?
Seriously. Isn't that the washroom?
I will be taking my leave as well, but make no mistake. My men will be keeping an eye on you two.
Yeah.
Damn, time to move. Oh hey, we saw this in that one scene with the nobles when we first got introduced to all of them.
Oh, what are you doing here? Did you follow us? Not intentionally. Humph.
Repario Arcanum.
Damn, nothing. There's never anything.
Be grateful. You only have access to such sophisticated artificery because of my house's ingenuity. Hey!
Wouldn't be very effective for a candle, I wouldn't think.
Nothing has been proven legally. I was merely thinking about the future of my house. You know Lucio can't be trusted. He executed Lady Ophelia, his own wife. Is that what really happened to her mom? I... How dare you take advantage... How dare you take advantage of her poor mood to plant your insidious ideas? I... It's not his responsibility to clean up your mess. You have no idea how much he suffered doing this. Yeah. Caroline, you can't be serious! Wait! Caroline! Caroline! Tyrion just becomes a noble? That's crazy. I mean, he'd probably say no, but like... Yeah. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I kind of understand her worldview in a way. But think about what it'd be like to have that much power. Everything you do could potentially affect the entire kingdom. Imagine being responsible for the lives of millions of people. Now imagine nobles like William, Lucio, and von Sanctus all trying to manipulate you to get what they want. I don't blame her for not trusting herself to use that power. Right? Like, I get it. I don't agree with her, but I'm just saying that I understand where she's coming from. You probably know it better than anyone else. The right thing to do isn't always so plain and simple. Are you going to take her offer? Yo. Coraline! Wait! Are you seriously going to put that boy in the House of Lords? He admitted he's a cleric of the theocracy! Yeah. He can't be trusted! What? Caroline, Yo. Well, it was really William's idea. I don't! Get his ass! Sheesh. Yep. No, she's actually awesome. I like the party hat on the statue. Whimsy. Yep. okay? Wow, that's a little out of place. What even is it?
If my memory is correct, it's a Pegasus. Hello, friends! Tracker! Oh, great. Dead? No, it's perfectly understandable. You, of all people, know what was on my blood contract. But it appears the Empress of Discord isn't going to kill me just yet. That said use originally. Eris is the Empress of Discord, eh? It originally said the Empress of Discord isn't going to use me just yet. Is that really necessary? Never mind. Nice.
Repario Arcanum.
Is that your attorney's runestone? Why are you presenting it to me? Eris did tell me about that. She kept calling it a badge for some reason. Eris is a huge Ace Attorney fan. It's a creature of divine origin. Many people believe that the angels of the upper planes rode these creatures into battle. Do you feel some kinship to it? What? Queen, I think he's broken.
What are you even saying? Alright, Tyrion, you go do that.
Yeah, but also that is a statue. Right, I suppose you'd Right. I suppose you'd expect me to be wallowing in self-pity, crying over the demon that now has ownership of my soul. 9 hells, Heavensborn, I can't stand when you look at me like that. I guess she still has the familiar. Yeah, I kind of thought I kind of thought like he would have. Well, I guess it's been a month, so he would have come back if he died. I kind of like thought she wouldn't have him anymore because like there was the mention of Tracker leading her, so I thought like she doesn't have the familiar anymore. It now has Tracker as a guide dog, but I guess not. At the risk of your own soul? Which part of the contract would you dispute anyway? Believe me, I've had years to look it over, but it's impossible to break. Don't be. You defeated me. I won't suffer your pity. I can imagine.
That sounds too good to be true. How'd you pull something like that off?
Yep. Indeed. Oh, hell no. They'd never let him. Okay, no, she doesn't have him. Oh, hell no. They'd never let me bring him here, of all places. He's being guarded by the King's Guard near the entrance. If he tries to escape, that knight over there is ordered to kill me. I've regularly dealt with demons. This is nothing in comparison to that.
You've really changed a lot.
Considering how I was before, I'll take that as a compliment. It was a lucky guess. That grotesque statue certainly makes an impression on you. Oh, Maranath just spoke with me. He wanted me to let you know that he can smell your celestial stink from the entrance. I'm not going to repeat his response to that. What? Did you seriously not know? You know how to issue a divine edict. That's a very advanced spell. Anyways, I'm quite surprised you don't know about your lineage. I see. You have my condolences. But to answer your question, a Heavensborn is a human whose bloodline has been touched by the gods. No, I'm speaking of the actual gods.
Beatrice, you can't say that here.
Oh, come off it. What's the church going to do? Arrest me? Anyways, your blood has been touched by the celestials of the upper planes. Much like my soul is tainted and tied to the abyssal hells, your soul is consecrated by the heavens. You are much more than a cleric. Your kind is nearly extinct. And make no mistake, if you find yourself under the wrong circumstances, even you can be sent to hell. Much like mages, the power of a Heavensborn is passed through bloodlines. Many of those bloodlines have been lost over Lumina's history. Some were lost in the previous wars, some strayed from the path and were ended by the theocracy itself. And many were ended by the Celestials' enemies. I appreciate Eris' sprite just non-suspiciously showing up there to say nothing. The theocracy has been this kingdom's enemy since it was created. The Luminites' greatest weapon is their faith. Wivengard has always feared that faith would infect the people like a sickness and destroy Wivengard from within. It also runs contrary to the Church of Bahamut. The ancient dragons are also an enemy of heaven. They've done their best to wipe out any religions that worship the Celestials.
If your bloodline is blessed by the Celestials, does that mean that our kids will also be Heavensborn?
You have been dating for like a month! What? Wait! I asked if your kids will be Heavensborn! Wow. If only it were always that easy. Frankly, I'm surprised there's even one Heavensborn living in Wivengard. How did your bloodline even find its way here? That makes sense. If the Church of Bahamut knew what you were, they would have definitely hunted you down. Anyways, travel into and out of Wivengard is technically illegal, and I doubt Lord Steelwind would make an exemption for you. After all, House Steelwind suffered the most during the Great Luminite War. Lucio might as well be a veteran of that conflict. Veteran? Vet? Oh no! No! I hate the vet! I'm not going! You'll never take me alive! Arf, 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 arf. I should go help her. Really not subtle. She's closer than you think. There's nothing you can do. Eris is like really trying to let the player know that she's the Empress of Discord. She wants Tyrion to not know, but she wants us to know really bad. I don't appreciate the way her sprite stares directly at me, by the way. Why did you bring me here? Whatever you're planning to make me do, please. Please don't make me harm my sisters. She's not making demands, she's just pleading. Stay safe, Heavensborn. I'm not sure about this, but I think every single sprite of Eris's might be staring, like, directly ahead, which is notable because that's obviously not the case for any other characters. They have sprites generally, where they'll be like looking to the side or something. But even when Eris's head is turned, I think she's still staring directly ahead. Mhm. Yeah, at least I hope so. No, I'm the one who asked you to do this, and I'm not going to leave you alone with him. He did literally, like, yeah, no, there's no way she's leaving you alone with the man who literally killed her dad. Tyrion, thank you for coming here with me. It really means a lot. It's not just this, you're always looking out for me. You got me acquitted, you helped me see the truth behind my dad. Feels like I can never repay that. Oh, Oh, are they still not actually dating? I'm sorry. You had a month? You had a month to get together, and you're choosing to do it now? Here? Yeah, it's... Yeah, no, he's super getting interrupted, let's be real. Wait, we're talking about this now? Gross. Don't describe it like that. Yep. Don't swear, Tyrion, it's very unbecoming. Why is Arya the one interrupting? No, 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 no. They're not that stupid. They're not that stupid. They're not that stupid. Please, please, please. Yep. How long have you been standing there? Are you serious right now, Arya? She's a little happy though. She like she that's her bestie. Well, I knew you'd be here around this time. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to do and froze. I wanted to wish you luck, but you two seem to be in the middle of something. I was going to leave, but then I got worried I'd draw attention to myself. Don't stop on my account. You can still confess your love. I'll just get out of your way. No way, we got a second badge to present! Oh, Arya, you dropped something. Damn, we don't have a second one.
Wait, is that why everyone's gathered here today? Don't be like that. I'm really happy for you.
Is it the wedding day? Why is she not dressed up? Like, we got those formal outfits in the last chapter, but she's just gonna be wearing her fucking prosecutor outfit for the wedding? There's no way. But, thank you. Good luck.
Tyrion, I already know. But I'm still not saying it before you do. You've been stringing me along for a month. That's what you get. It's fine. There's always next time.
Oh shit.
We got your letter.
Maybe.
What's going on?
Please, Grand General. I think you're overreacting. I'm sure this is just a practical joke. Lucio, you are well aware that you can't destroy this cage with brute force. This accursed spell! It's a nuisance every time I come across it. You! What are you doing away from your post? What? How suspicious.
Where are they?
Of all the times for those two to disappear,
You don't think she's trying to escape, do you?
honestly, I wouldn't put it past. Yeah, they can introduce new characters? No way? Lord Asclepius, did you find Beatrice?
What? Oh no, did Beatrice... Is Force Cage even in her compendium? I suppose you're right. Tracker, let's go. Tracker, I said let's go. I smell evil rats. You can chase the rats after the funeral. Let's go. Okay, no, we're at a funeral. Yes, Queen. It's not a wedding. That makes sense. No one's dressed for a funeral either, but okay, it's a funeral. Williams, I guess? Yeah, and also, it would be like, with how many characters there are here, it would be like a lot of work for the artists, like so much fucking work, like an insane amount of work. Yep. We can't think of how. So Arya's either being brainwashed or framed for murder. Probably framed, given Eris's, you know, master of illusions and all that. We'll just have to hope that she won't think to look here. I am not leaving you alone with her! Damn it all, he's coming! Yeah, look, her eyes are fucking blank. You are just another bloodthirsty steelwind. You barbarians have no place in our kingdom. Line. What do you think that's Eris? Damn it all, is this your accomplice? Show us your face, you coward! Yep. No, I made another sound that I don't think got picked up either, so... Get away from here! Go!
Eris is doing some bullshit.
Protect!
Yeah, I can see that.
Who the heck are you?
Yep.
What do I have to fear from you? I am Lloyd von Sanctus, the Duke of Commerce and Master of Abjuration. So come on, it's time you learn your place, you wretch.
And then he died. Rip.
Come on, just tell us the truth, Pierce. I'm going to take a look. Stay here and keep the door closed. Don't worry, there are 2 guards outside and they're from the King's Guard. You'll be fine. Trust me, Tyrion, when have I ever lost a fight? Yeah.
They're gonna be put to sleep. Who knows? I guess so. Yeah. From Umi Neko? And Tyrion! Tyrion, I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you. I should have never left you alone with him. Do we think Pierce might have been killed? Orem! It's been ages since we've seen that guy. Yeah, he was there like at the beginning, but no! Commander, I understand your position. Commander, I understand your position, but there has to be another explanation. It's the final case. Are we defending the prosecutor in the final case? One Piece! It's crazy, I didn't know this. Very important. Let's go. It wasn't just Lord Pierce, Mr. Cuthbert. We also found the bodies of Lord Von Sanctus and Lady Sybil. A triple homicide! Whoa. All of us were attacked, and several members of the King's Guard have gone comatose. We also found her unconscious here. Pierce's body was lying next to her. Beatrice? Yeah, but she was unconscious when we saw that sprite, I guess. Commander White, you need to put me in a holding cell. It needs to be one with an anti-magic field. I'm not in control of my actions. We need to go now. Now is not the time. Do it, Commander. I know you have many questions, Mr. Cuthbert, but we should make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, there's a necromancer in the nave.
It's a good stopping point. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to check what the deal is with inspection and when exactly that's happening, because it's possible I might be able to do Saturday this week still, and it'll just have to be shorter, but I don't know yet. Yep. Mystery stream. Bye bye.